He just seems to be picking up the defense real well lately, and he's definitely an explosive athlete, and just going to be a game changer for us at the other spot.
Any examples of what do you mean by picking up the defense? How fast he's learned it?
Yeah, and I mean, not how fast, but I mean, of course, last year he kind of struggled as any young guy would, but this year you just see he's more confident out there, and just knowing the adjustments to make in certain situations, and just playing more kind of free and not really thinking too much. You can definitely see it in everything he does nowadays. So he's definitely playing more fast and not thinking.
You call him a game-changing athlete. You see anything in the scrimmages or practice that you're like, wow, look at this kid?
He's just really explosive. He's not scared to come up and tackle you. Makes plays on the ball in the air. So definitely a guy who you can look for to make plays out there on Saturday.
When you see the light finally click with him, you said obviously he struggled as a freshman. He was a pretty highly touted kid that came in.
Yeah.
When did you see the light click for him?
I mean, it's not really a specific time I can point to, but just gradually over time, you can just see the progression that he's making. Just being in here every day, he's up here late nights watching film. Him and a couple other guys, and also myself. So you can definitely see he's putting in the work and it's paying off on the field.
How much was that physical? Did he get stronger and bigger?
I don't know what
How much of that was physical development? You think that redshirt year?
I think a lot has to do with physical development. I mean, you come in as a freshman, you're really not hitting the weights that hard in high school. I mean, but I don't think the biggest jump he made was physically. He was already a gifted athlete, like I said. So I just think when you come into college, it's mentally where you got to catch up and just be in the right spots at the right time.
How are you feeling with the hip?
I feel really good. I think this is the best I've felt in a while. I feel fully recovered 100%, so I'm ready to go.
What's been the process with that just during the course of fall camp? Were there any issues with it?
I haven't had really any issues with my hip. Over the summer I was kind of getting my strength all the way back in it. So, but ever since we started actually practicing, I just felt 100%.
No other hit in the defensive back room with the influx of younger kids. Obviously, Minka's going to potentially start at star. Obviously, Marlon there. It seems like a good mix of vets and underclassmen. So, what's that like? Has that added anything to it? The mix?
I just think it's a good mixture. You need those young guys to kind of keep the room balanced and stuff like that. And us older guys, we just try to help them out as much as we can because we know what it was like when we were young guys trying to learn what to do and just dealing with the expectations from coaches and stuff like that. So I think we have a great room. Everybody just comes in ready to learn. Everybody checks their ego at the door, and it's just straight business.
What's your breakdown of Wisconsin? What have you seen from them on film?
They're a physical team. They definitely want to run the ball. That's what they're going to come out and try to do until we make them stop it. And they got playmakers on the outside. I know Erickson, number 86, a pretty good receiver, and he makes a lot of big plays for them. So they're a balanced team, I say, and we just got to come out and be ready to stop whatever they try to do.
Are you ready to show people what you can do as a punt returner?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I'm just going to come out there, first catch the ball secured, and just try to get busy and make a couple plays. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm definitely excited to get my opportunity back there.
I can see you smiling. It looks like something you're excited about.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about it. I came in here kind of an offensive-minded guy at first. I mean, I like the ball in my hands, and so it's definitely an exciting thing for me to get a chance to get back there this year and show what I can do.
What's it like though when the ball is in the air? You're having to look up. You hear footsteps coming your way. I mean, what's that?
You definitely just got to stay poised and just focus on catching the ball, and you might take a peek or two if you can, depending on how high the kick is. But you just got to trust that the guys up front are going to block for you, and that you're going to have some space to do something with it. So.
Test the nerves for you, though?
A little bit, but not really. I'm used to it. You just got to let all those things go and just focus on catching the ball. Like I said, that's the biggest thing, possession. So.
Have you had any at practice, any special moments where you had a great return, you just like, I got this?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, practice returns are way different in the game, and they're not really trying to hit you. I mean, of course, you just try to get a feel and find out how your block's going to set up and stuff like that, and just try to make different cuts and things like that. But practice punt returns are way different than the game.
What's the approach that after you get the ball in your hands? What are you looking for? What do you
just try to find a crease. Not too many cuts. Make one cut and go, and try to get up the field as fast as possible.
You mentioned you're an offensive kind of mindset guy. Any chance at all we see you on offense this year?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask coach about that.
How have you seen the receiving core develop? Specifically, I guess, are Darius Stewart and Robert Foster. What is it like going up against those guys?
Oh, it's great. Of course, there's a lot of playmakers on that side of the ball, kind of young guys in retrospect to kind of the experience they had on the field. Because, I mean, we had a couple older guys leave last year who kind of took up most of the playing time. So this really is a fresh group of guys, but they're as explosive as any group I've seen. So I'm excited to see what they do on Saturdays.
How has Ridley impressed you?
He's great. Very polished to just be a freshman. And he's hungry. He likes to work. And he's very coachable. So, I mean, you have those attributes. The sky's the limit for you.
Makes
Is there a sleeper guy in that group?
I don't, not that I can come off the top of my head, but I think all the guys are just really explosive and they do a great job at practice and helping us DBs get better, just giving us great looks. And I think we got one of the best cores in the country. So, I mean, I think if they come out and just be cohesive with the quarterback and we get that stuff situated, I think the offense is going to flow really well. And they're going to make a lot of plays.
Makes Minka good as a freshman to be coming this soon.
Cool.
Minka, this
Oh,
veteran.
yeah. I'm very impressed with Minka. Like I said, he's one of those guys that just always up here trying to get better on the field. You can tell he's very hungry, humble, and the sky's the limit for him, man. I mean, he's one of the best guys I've seen as far as a young guy coming in. Just has his head down and just ready to work. No complaints out of him at all. And I think you're going to see that pay off for him on Saturday.
Saban seems to indicate that y'all been practicing a lot more with the nickel and dime, the more defensive backs. Is that going to be a bigger focus, do you think? Are you expecting a lot more 4 or 5 wide sets this year? You know, has that been a major focus in practice?
I don't think it's been like overly focused. I mean, of course, it's been time. We have a very deep secondary and guys that have played a lot of positions. I mean, is that sometimes on the field, you got guys out there that everyone who in the secondary came here to play corner at one point. So, and you got those type of guys at safety. So I think that just gives you a better advantage as far as kind of those guys know what we're doing up front. And I'm speaking on Geno Smith and Eddie Jackson, both came in to play corner. They know what we're doing up front, and we know what to expect from him in the back end. So it just makes it that much easier to go out there and do your job.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.